Okay, here we go. This is DJI Mini 3 Pro Groundhog Day flight. Thereabouts. We get out of these clouds. And here we go. Okay, getting ready to clear. Fire up the props. We're up. We're going to go up to 21 feet. Let it find itself. We don't give our distance in meters like some of the people do. We live in the United States, so it's going to be imperial like it should be for everybody. And we're off. Anyway, got that out of the way. Headed due south, still in a small town called Buckner. And we're going to fly south, and I see something out there in the distance I want to take a look at. Anytime I see one of those water towers, I have got to take a look at it. So I'm going to fly out there, and there's a cemetery right beside it. And we're going to look at that for a while, the water tower and the small town cemetery, and then I'm going to turn it over to my son, and he's going to continue to do the rest of the flight around town. So we'll skedaddle down this way a little ways. We're just in normal mode, headed south. We're not going more than 20 miles an hour probably, just taking our time. Beautiful day for flying. A little bit of a tilt, a little bit of a DJI tilt in the horizon, but not too bad on the Mini 3 Pro. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. So we'll get over here. This is a small Midwest town. I don't know what the population is, but it is not huge. Okay. I have an affinity for water towers. We'll get up here and look at the water tower, and then we'll spin it around once around the water tower, and then I'll let my son take over the flight. So there we are, baby blue. Let's see, let's take a spin around here and see, try to get our directions here. Well, that is pretty. Like I said, we're just gonna do a quick spin around here, and then I think my son's gonna come up and take control, and he's gonna continue the flight now that I got my water tower fetish out of the way. I've driven down the highway and seen that tower from a distance bunches and bunches and bunches of times, but I've never been there. Never been up close to it. So anyway, we're going to look at it for a second. My son's going to come up and take over control in a minute. Just a beautiful day, sunny day. I think I've got an ND8 filter on this camera. It might be a 16, in fact. No, I think it's an 8 on this one. So we're just going to gain some altitude and just right down this road right there. And then we're going to cut out of the way. And I think my son is coming up and taking control. I'm pretty sure he is. So I'll just narrate the flight after that. There's a nice garden there. That's one thing, just you don't need much land. You know, you can grow enough stuff to feed you and your family, especially with these high prices that are going around now, you know. Eggs especially, you know, a lot of these people have chickens out here. You know, my son had 45 of them, 40, 45, and he just got rid of them late last year. just got too expensive to feed them, and now the price of the eggs has gone sky high, so probably could have made some money now. Had a lot of ducks too, but the ducks, duck eggs were much better than the chicken eggs, but boy, they're a messy critter to take care of. That's for darn sure. Anyway, let's kind of head back towards town here. It's kind of the outskirts of town there. I think he's going to hug this main road here to the side. I'm not real familiar with this town. Actually, my son lives there, but I've been up there several times. So I'm just kind of looking just like you are. I believe that's the town cemetery. Stay to the front of that. Come on down the highway. There's a lot of, be surprised in a small town like this, a lot of people have ponds and, well, I'm not surprised about the ponds, but little swimming pools. I think there's one right there, I see. Yeah. Pretty sure I see, it sure looks like one. Not sure what that is. Could be a swimming pool. Anyway, we're flying north now. Just hugging the edge of the highway here. And my son likes to look at the woods kind of like I do, scouting for deer hunting spots and where you might get a chance to ask for permission to go hunting. So I notice he's venturing over by these woods here, taking a short peek at them. And I think that caught his eye. That's all you need is a little chunk of woods like that. And he's looking up to where the hedgerow goes, that's how deer get across great expanses. You don't see them out in the fields very much cutting across, but they'll get in these tree lines and up and back and forth between the fields and stuff like that. And you'd be surprised how far they can go. They can go about anywhere they want to, just using available cover, and you'll hardly ever see them. That looks like the train tracks there. The train came through before our flight, but we weren't up in the air in time to catch it. There's some grain silos right next to the train track. Huh. Wonder what they're storing in there. Probably corn. My son's drifting back to the southwest again, mostly west now. You may have spotted that big grain field over there. I don't think he'll fly all the way over to it, but you never know what he's going to do. He's getting to love flying. He's getting to be a hell of a pilot or a drone operator. I've told him, it just takes time and practice, and pretty soon it becomes second nature to you. There's the outskirts of town right there on the west side. So I think he's going to do a loop and come on back, I think. Up at the top of the screen is the main drag coming through town. I think he's going to fly up here and he's probably going to do a precision landing. We'll see. So he had fun anyway. It was a good short flight. Nothing spectacular, but that's how you learn. Yeah, he's got his sights on where he's going now. Headed back to its takeoff spot now. I think he'll stop just short of it and then probably hit return to home and see if he can get a precision landing out of it. And there he is right there. He's putting the takeoff spot right in the center and he's approaching. I think he'll wait till he gets a little bit closer. And you'll know when he hits return to home as the drone will orientate itself the way it took off. Ease up forward here a little bit. There you go, just about right. Right, stop right now. There he goes, okay. He's giving it the command to return to home. And it's pretty much starting its descent, finding out where it needs to go. Not too far off. Hope you enjoyed this flight. It's kind of a training flight for my son. He's getting better all the time. Treat others the way you want to be treated. The golden rule. That's the best one to follow. That's for sure. Take care. Thanks for watching. Matt, this one's for you, buddy. It'll be out there in a minute. Let's see. Right there. And there we go. Raise up that camera. And